A lot of athletes have to overcome difficult challenges to make it to the Olympics. U.S. figure skater Max Naumov had to overcome more than most. The men's figure skater just qualified for his first Olympics, competing for Team USA in the 2026 Games in Italy. And he did it almost 1 year after his parents and teammates died on Flight 5342, which collided with a helicopter over Washington, D.C.
Matt Renew joins us from the Olympic newsroom this morning. So, Matt, I think a lot of people would have understood if Max stopped skating altogether, but instead he found new purpose on the ice.
You're so right, Drew and Corey. Good morning, and such an amazing story about moving forward even when times are the hardest. Maxime's one of the top-ranked male figure skaters on the planet who's getting ready to compete at the Olympics, but his journey to the Games now includes honoring his parents and teammates.
From an early age, figure skaters learn if they fall, they're gonna have to get back up.
We come to the ice every day to fall, to literally go, rotate, and jump in the air, and to fall down, and to willingly get back up again and say, that was great, let's go do it again.
Resilience that tested U.S. figure skater Max Naumov in an unimaginable way.
It's hard to really put a finger on or describe the feelings that I have now.
At 23, Maxim is a top-ranked figure skater who grew up coached by his parents, 1994 pairs figure skating champions Evgenia Shishova and Vadim Naumov.
My parents were Olympians, and my parents were superheroes.
Superheroes that in a moment were gone.
We don't believe there are any survivors.
Among 67 people who lost their lives on Flight 5342 when it collided with an Army helicopter over Washington, D.C. That included 4 coaches and 11 teammates at the Skating Club of Boston, where Maxim could have stopped skating, but instead
I've been able to take certain parts of it at least and kind of use it as motivation and help me get through, the difficult parts of my days and my weeks.
As skaters do, Maxim picked himself up. And 2 months after losing his parents and friends, Maxim honored them by skating at the World's Figure Skating Championships.
Performing or competing, it's really in the day-to-days. Sometimes that's the only thing that's really holding me, to be honest, really holding me to continue to keep going forward.
Moving forward by carrying on his parents' legacy as director of Tomorrow's Champions, a youth skating program at the Skating Club of Boston, started by his parents.
All right, now we ready? 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's a program that my parents started about 5 years ago now when they actually built this rink. It's a program that takes kids from 4 to 7. And, we go through a curriculum.
He's also putting everything into his routine, skating to his parents' favorite song, and 1 year after they died, getting bronze at the U.S. Nationals, earning a spot on the 2026 Olympic team. Doing something that some might think is impossible, but not Maxim.
Any task that you set in front of yourself or any goal that you set and you're able to achieve that goal, at first that goal might seem like impossible. But your definition of impossible changes every time you achieve something. So what does impossible really mean?
He's staying on the ice with the dream of competing at the Olympics.
They'd be right there with me, I know that, that's for a fact.
Skating by himself, but never alone.
Stepping foot onto that ice would be making all of my dreams come true, my parents' dreams come true.
Such an amazing story of resilience. Maxime will now represent Team USA and his parents when he competes at the Olympics in Milan and skates on that ice here coming up in about 3.5 weeks. Reporting from the Olympic newsroom, I'm Matt Renew, 9 News. Drew, Corey, opening ceremonies are February 6th, and then the men will start their programs on February 10th. Whether Maxime wins a medal or not, his routine will definitely be one to watch.
Gosh, I get chills watching him skate, and he just seems so laser focused.
Laser focused more perhaps than ever in his life. And talking to him, and this was back months ago that we sat down with Maxime, just so intent on competing at the Olympics. A lot of people within skating said he was kind of on the bubble. He might make it, he might not. And it just seemed at that time that he was really going to be competing at the Olympics. He's got more to skate for than most athletes do. U.S. Nationals, his routine was something unseen before. Be impressive to see him at the Olympics.
I was wondering that, Matt. You just answered the question. I was wondering if he was expected to make the team or not this year. You said he was on the bubble, clearly performed up to standards and made that team for the first time ever. Great story. Thanks for sharing that with us here this morning.